सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. My namaskaram to all of you. At the outset, I congratulate the founder of Vidya Varidhi Trust, Shri Uday Acharya, and also my congratulations to all the trustees, the donors, the supporters, and the students of Vidya Varidhi Trust for completion of 25 glorious years. I have been suggested to talk about Arsha Vidya Parampara. Arsha Vidya means the knowledge which is preserved and imparted by the rishis. Primarily, the word Arsha Vidya refers to the knowledge contained in Vedas, because the definition of rishi is mantra drashtaraha rishayaha. So the seers of the Veda mantras are called rishis, and therefore the knowledge imparted by them is the knowledge of Vedas. So Arsha Vidya means the knowledge contained in Vedas, but by extension, the knowledge in Smriti Grantha, the knowledge of Vedanga, Purana, Itihasa, they are also considered to be Arsha. And Parampara means a continuous flow. So Arsha Vidya Parampara means the continuous flow of the knowledge given in Vedas and Veda-based scriptures. And knowledge has to rest on a conscious being, and therefore this flow of knowledge refers to the flow of teachers. So Arsha Vidya Parampara means the continuous flow of students and teachers preserving the knowledge given in Vedas and Veda-based scriptures. And this Arsha Vidya Parampara is initiated by the Lord Himself. As it is well said in the shloka, Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. So the tradition, the lineage of teachers begins with the Lord, and it ends with, for me, by my teacher. So my teacher is the last link in this parampara. And this tradition, this lineage of teachers unfolding this Vedic wisdom has got certain features. The first feature is parampara looks upon Vedas as an independent primary means of certain knowledge. Like the knowledge of Punya Papa, knowledge of Punarjanma, regarding all of them, Vedas are looked upon as primary means of knowledge, an independent means of knowledge. And also regarding the true nature of the self, Vedanta, which is a part of Veda, is looked upon as primary independent means of knowledge. So looking upon Vedas as primary means of knowledge is the first feature. The second feature is that this parampara uses various tools to unfold the vision contained in Vedas. So Pujya Swamiji used to say that, that the key to unfold the sentences of Veda is preserved by this parampara. So if Vedas can be looked upon as a treasure box, then the key is held by the parampara, so that we can have the treasure of this Vedic teaching. So parampara unfolds the teaching given by the Vedas and Veda-based scriptures. That is why parampara becomes very significant. Without parampara, we cannot have the knowledge from Vedas directly. Like generally one Acharya gives the example that if you have a CD, you cannot keep the CD in front of your ears and listen to the music. You require a CD player. Similarly, Guru Parampara is important to get the vision from Vedas and other texts based on Vedas. And these Vedas are giving this vision of Atma being limitless Brahman that can be unfolded by using the three tools which are extensively used by this parampara. And these three tools are very well presented by Bhashyakara in his Dhyana Shloka in Taittiriya Bhashyam. Yairime gurubhih purvam padavakya pramanatah vyakhyata sarva vedantas tannityam pranatosmyaham. So there he has said that all the gurus in the past, they have commented upon this Vedanta using these three tools, Pada, Vakya and Pramana. Pada refers to grammar, Vakya refers to Mimamsa and Pramana refers to Yukti. So our parampara uses these three tools very extensively. Vyakarana, grammar, Mimamsa, the discipline of knowledge dealing with the analysis of Vedas, and Yukti, reasoning. And also this parampara uses Shruti, Yukti and Anubhava. Shruti means Vedas, Yukti, reasoning and Anubhava, our own experience and also Vidvad Anubhava. Thus parampara is very important for getting the wisdom from Vedas. What should be our attitude towards this parampara? Our attitude towards parampara is the attitude of gratitude. We are blessed to be exposed to this Arsha Vidya parampara. And we have Shraddha, we entertain the attitude of Shraddha towards parampara, Pramanya Buddhi. And also we express our gratitude to this parampara by supporting the activities conducted by the organizations like Vidya Varidhi Trust. In any manner we can support financially, time-wise, whatever resource we have, we use it for supporting such activity. That is our expression of gratitude to this Arsha Vidya parampara. This is the classical meaning of the word Arsha Vidya parampara, its features and our attitude. But nowadays Arsha Vidya parampara has got another meaning which is used by some people, and that is the disciples and grand disciples of Pujya Swamiji are also now called Arsha Vidya parampara. Even though Arsha Vidya parampara is started by Lord Shiva up to our teacher, but many people use nowadays the word Arsha Vidya parampara to refer to the disciples of Pujya Swamiji and grand disciples. And if we take this meaning of the word Arshavidya Parampara, then we see certain features of Pujya Swamiji's disciples and grand disciples. One thing is that Pujya Swamiji's disciples and grand disciples, they also highly emphasize on this point that Shastra are Pramanam. And Vedanta is meant for creating or generating understanding, and self knowledge is not a matter of experience. Atma is not a matter of experience. So, experience orientation, which is very prevalent in spirituality, is dismissed so that we are not on spiritual trip, as Puja Swamiji used to say. And another thing which this Arshavidya Parampara, which I am using in this modern context, has got another feature is that it is undogmatic, doesn't have that dogmatic approach. It's a very liberal approach without compromising with the traditional teaching. And it is available in all languages, of course in English and so many regional languages, with modern example. And also the analysis of fundamental problem is a very important feature, a salient feature of this Arshavidya Parampara teachers. And they show the relevance of Vedanta very clearly by quoting various situations, various anecdotes. And we are very blessed that we are part of this classical Arshavidya Parampara and what is generally nowadays in modern days what is called Arshavidya Parampara. We are part of both of them, and we pray to Bhagavan that may we attain this vision which is preserved by Arshavidya Parampara. And I convey my best wishes to all the trustees, all the members of Vidya Varidhi Trust, and I pray for the continuous growth of the Vidya Varidhi Trust and its activities. Om Tat Sat. I think I have completed. Is all right. If any question is there, I am available, but you, as somebody can write the question if they want. Namaste. Thank you all.
Swamiji, very enlightening speech explaining what is Arsha Vidya. Arsha Vidya is the knowledge of the rishis, so it does not belong to any particular sect. Definitely, it is Pujya Swamiji and his disciples and grand disciples. But yes, Pujya Swamiji has highlighted this tradition and therefore parampara. So, both these meanings of Arsha Vidya is an ageless knowledge, and the tradition talks about the Bhakti and Brahman. This is very beautifully brought out. And the modern meaning, so the fundamental problem is highlighted, and to the need for spirituality and the need to fulfill yourself through knowledge. And Vedanta is a pramana, it is not experience knowledge only. It is recognizing what you are. Thank you very much for bringing this out. We wish we had more time. We requested you for long.
Yeah.
So to 15 minutes.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that is our loss.
Namaste.
Thank you so much.
Namaste. Oh.